Mr. Morris, you say you are 100% certain that you are the biological father of the 29-year-old woman standing across the aisle.
Okay, paternity court fanatics, buckle up. We've got Mr. Morris, Mr. 100% certain, ready to unravel a saga of confusion, lies, and doubt. Honey, if that isn't the paternity court trifecta, I don't know what is. And his alleged daughter, not buying it. Her mom's here for healing. Oh, the drama is already simmering and the stove isn't even fully on yet. This is gonna be good.
I just feel 100% in my heart that she is my child.
Take me back. I want to understand the nature, how this relationship began. Were you boyfriend and girlfriend? What was Mr. Morris? Explain to the court.
So Mr. Morris, our supposed father, was a breakdancer back in '84, and he just pulled Ms. Smith? Smooth moves, I guess, both on and off the dance floor. He just felt it in his heart that she's his child. Is pulling someone the scientific basis for paternity now, folks? This is already wilder than a street dance battle. Make it make sense.
Yes,
Was it a committed relationship?
well, ma'am, I thought it was in the beginning. Yes, it was. It was. It's just that I had to go through a lot of turmoil in order to be with her because she was a queen.
A committed relationship, he says. Oh, but wait, there's more. In the same breath, he mentions turmoil because she was a queen with a legion of suitors. So committed, but also a free-for-all? My brain cells are short-circuiting trying to follow this logic. Which one is it, sir? The commitment or the royal court of admirers? This is pure gold already, people.
I came back to town after hearing it from 3 different individuals that she was pregnant with my child at the time, and we stayed in 2 different towns. So when I found out, when I heard it more than twice, I would say.
Plot twist, everyone. So Mother Smith apparently told Mr. Morris, none of these kids are yours, and he vanished. But then, like a boomerang of baby daddy drama, he hears from 3 separate sources she was pregnant with his kid and zooms back. The whiplash is real. Who are these mysterious informants? And why the sudden change of heart or perhaps convenient memory from someone?
So how old was Miss Brister at this time?
I would say she had to be 5, maybe 5 or 6.
So, Miss Smith, you remember telling him that Miss Brister was not his child?
Yes.
Get ready for this one, folks, because it's a doozy. So Mama Smith admits she told Mr. Morris the child wasn't his. Why? Because he wanted to rekindle their romance, and she wasn't interested. So, to dodge a date, you deny a dad? That's a new level of relationship management right there. Absolutely staggering. The audacity is almost commendable if it weren't so messy.
So he comes into town, he says, I'm your father. He stays a week, and then he leaves.
Yes, yes, Your Honor. My mother, she didn't really speak of him after that, and it went back.
Excuse me, Your Honor. I was in town for almost 6 months.
Okay, the timeline is out, and it's a roller coaster of who's my daddy? First, it's Mr. Birth Certificate. Then, Mr. Morris pops up like a jack-in-the-box. I'm your dad, only to vanish, and suddenly it's another guy. Then, fast forward, a deceased Mr. Woods enters the chat as a potential papa. This poor woman needs a flowchart, not a family tree. Unbelievable confusion.
Just didn't want her to, I just didn't want her to. I was trying to protect her. I was just trying to protect her.
Is it because you knew that more than one man could potentially be her father? Or is it because you believed Mr. Morris was her biological father?
And here come the waterworks from Mama Smith. She's claiming she spun this web of paternity lies to protect her daughter from Mr. Morris's apparently questionable lifestyle. Oh, the noble sacrifice. So rather than say co-parenting or setting boundaries, the solution was a revolving door of potential fathers. This is some next level protective parenting, if you can even call it that. Make it make sense, please.
You were how old?
This started when I was, I think around like 8, 9, maybe 10, when I was told, when I remember.
When you remember
her saying that the man on my birth certificate wasn't my father.
Wait a minute. Now there's clueless Mr. Morris, who had been unaware of the numerous potential baby daddies of his longtime lover. Isn't that something? And aren't lovers supposed to be truthful to each other? Or is this just a game to Mama Smith? Another drama brewing? Or this tangled web just keeps getting messier by second?
I hope that, that me and Mr. Morris can have a relationship, that he could be a part of me and my husband's renewal ceremony, because we plan on renewing our vow, and I want to build a relationship with him and for him to be in my kids' life.
The tension is thicker than a forgotten milkshake. Ms. Brister, bless her heart, is still hoping for a relationship, for her kids to have a grandpa, if he's the one. After all this chaos, the anticipation is overwhelming, people. Are we about to witness a heartwarming reunion or a spectacular crash and burn? Place your bets.
Mr. Morris,
Yes, Shauna.
you are not her father.
What?
I'm very sorry. Mr. White, you've brought your ex-wife to court today because you believe she mysteriously had your parental rights revoked for a girl you believe was your biological daughter, thus allowing another man to adopt her.
All right, folks, buckle up. Mr. White is here because his ex-wife apparently pulled a magic trick and poof, his parental rights vanished, just like that. And get this, it was for a daughter he's convinced is his. This paved the way for another man to adopt her. Seriously? The audacity is already off the charts. What a way to start, everyone.
That you are indeed Miss Tasha Mock's biological father, you would like her mother to pay you $5,000 for fraud resulting in emotional distress.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hold on, Ms. Mock, the ex-wife, walks in claiming Mr. White isn't even the biological father. That's her big defense for the whole adoption drama. So her story is, he's not the dad, so some other guy adopted her. Oh, the plot thickens, people. This is already promising to be a wild ride of he said, she said. What a defense.
At that time, she must have believed I was the father because she put my name on the birth certificate. I was not able to do anything about it because I was incarcerated. 30 days after Tasha was born, she brought her to the jail, let me hold her. The day afterwards, I was shipped.
So get this, Mr. White drops a bombshell. She put his name on the birth certificate while he was in jail and then brought the baby, Tasha, for a visit. So at that point, she must have thought he was the dad, right? Make it make sense. One minute he's the father on paper, the next he's not? This is unadulterated chaos.
Filed and petitioned a court for divorce in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. It's allowed because I was incarcerated for a period exceeding 2 years. About a year after that, she petitioned the court to involuntarily terminate my parental rights to both my son and to Tasha.
And the drama escalates. Mr. White, acting as his own attorney from behind bars, mind you, fought the termination of his parental rights. And guess what? He won. Can you believe the dedication? This man taught himself law in prison to keep his kids. The court even agreed with him then. So what happened next? This is absolutely incredible. Pure determination.
That's the first time there was ever any question in my mind, really, that she was my daughter or not.
Ms. Mock.
Yes, Your Honor.
You are submitting to this court that Mr. White is not, in fact, her biological father?
I don't believe so.
The judge asks Ms. Mock if she was sleeping with other men, and she just casually admits, nope, I slept with one. Just one. Oh, is that all? As if that somehow makes it less of a tangled web. So there is another potential candidate for fatherhood. The nonchalance is quite shocking. Seriously, the nerve of some people is just, wow.
And is that the only time in your lifetime that you heard you could have another possible father?
No, after my brother had passed away, I found adoption papers and stuff. That's
What did you read on those papers?
that my father was not Don White, it was another gentleman.
Now Tasha, the daughter, chimes in. She found adoption papers, everyone, and these papers apparently listed her adoptive father as her biological father. Wait, what? So the legal documents themselves were based on a lie, according to this. This is next level confusion. How does this even happen? The layers to this story are just peeling back one by one, revealing mess after mess.
I was trying to protect them.
So you were trying to protect your children because you didn't want them to have to go back and forth to jail to visit their father, or were you trying to protect Tasha because you didn't believe Mr. White was her father?
Ms. Mock claims that her motive behind her actions was to protect her children. Was it to protect them from jail visits or to spite Mr. White? This lady seems hell-bent on withholding crucial information. How did she manage to get another man to agree to adopting her daughter, especially without the self-proclaimed biological father relinquishing his rights?
So you're not hoping this other man is the father either?
No.
You're just hoping that when we leave this
prove
courtroom
that
today
he is not the father,
you
that
don't
it's
want
all
her to know who her father is.
Judge Lake is not having it. She presses Ms. Mock, asking if she's secretly hoping the other man is the father. And Ms. Mock's defense? I just want my daughter to be happy. Oh, please. Is that the get out of jail free card for all this drama and deception? The judge sees right through that, I can tell. The tension is through the roof.
I'm ready for the results. Are you?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
30 years.
Tasha, I would like for her to come stand
Oh,
with me, read
you
the
would like
results.
to see if she could stand with you. Would you like to?
I would like to.
You are more than welcome to.
It's the moment of truth, everyone. The DNA results are in. Judge Lake has the envelope. You can cut the tension with a knife. And look at this. Tasha gets up to stand with Mr. White. That says a lot, doesn't it? Regardless of biology, there's clearly a bond there. My heart is pounding. Are you ready for this? I'm not sure I am.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of White versus Mock, Mr. White, you are not the father.
Sorry, baby. I'll still help you.
Always believed the defendant was your dad until 2 years ago when you received a message from a man claiming to be your biological father. You are tired of the confusion and are petitioning the court for a paternity test.
All right, people, let's dive right in. So, Norissa has gone her whole life believing one man is her father, a perfectly normal, stable existence. But then, out of nowhere, a mysterious message from a total stranger pops up claiming paternity. Just like that, a simple text throws 28 years of identity into absolute chaos. This is what we are here for, folks. This is premium, top-tier drama.
2 years ago, he inboxed me on Facebook was saying that I'm his child, and when I'm looking like, wow, this is confusing, like, I don't know. And then he had sent me a picture of me when I was like maybe like 2 or 3, and he was saying that I'm his child.
Whoa. So this guy, Lawrence Saunders, just slides into her Facebook messages and casually drops the "I am your father" bomb. And he has a baby picture of her to prove it? Seriously? This is not a sci-fi movie. This is supposed to be real life. The audacity is insane. This poor woman, Norissa, is just trying to live her life. And now this.
Well, Mr. Johnson and I met when I was young. We fell in love, and we just was seeing each other, going places. He showed me things that I never saw before, and that made me fall for him, even though I knew he was married at the time.
Oh.
Make it make sense. The mother, Yvonne, just admitted she was having a full-blown affair with Mr. Johnson while he was a married man. A married man. And where was their romantic meeting spot for this secret love? Burger King. That's right, everyone. The home of the Whopper was also the home of this whole disastrous situation. You cannot make up this kind of material. What a circus.
Because I had went out to Maywood to see Mr. Johnson. And at that time, Mr. Johnson was at work, so I stayed around till he get off work so we could see each other. But in the meantime, I had went to one of my friend houses named Mr. Saunders, which I was dating before Mr. Johnson. Basically, I ended up having sex with him that day, and
Are you kidding me right now? So, let me get this straight. On the exact same day, this woman, Yvonne, was intimate with Mr. Johnson and the other potential father, Mr. Saunders. The same day. The level of logistical planning and irresponsible behavior here is shocking, to say the least. And this is beyond just a simple mistake. This is a masterclass in creating maximum confusion. Bravo, Yvonne, truly.
Her biological father.
yes, because Mr. Johnson and I had a connection, and pretty much Rissa was a love child. And I feel that Mr. Johnson was more.
Okay, this is peak absurdity. So the mother's proof that Mr. Johnson is the father is because Norissa was a love child and they had a connection. Love now determines biology, does it? This is some next level delusion. She's not even trying to present a logical timeline. She's using pure emotion as evidence. The court must be absolutely losing its mind listening to this. What a defense.
Were you told you were the only possible father?
No, Mr. Sanders.
Okay, Mr. Saunders. All right, you were told Mr. Saunders was her biological father?
Yeah.
So wait a minute now, this is confusing.
Now, wait a minute. Mr. Johnson is saying the mother, Yvonne, told him for years that the other man, Mr. Saunders, was Norissa's biological father, but she just sat here and claimed she always believed Mr. Johnson was the dad because of their love connection. Her story is changing faster than the judge can bang her gavel. This is pure deception, and it's all coming out now.
Biological father?
Mr. Johnson didn't know that I was leading Mr. Saunders on, letting him know, Mr. Saunders, he was the dad as well. He didn't know that I told Mr. Saunders.
Hold up. So Ms. Yvonne didn't just play one man, she played both men. All for what? What's there to gain? Leading two potential fathers on, making a mockery of their fatherly responsibilities? Is there more to this, or is it solely sheer irresponsibility on a mother's part? We will have to see about that. My oh my.
Mr. Saunders also come to the hospital, Ms. Moffitt?
No, he didn't. And then when...
Did you let him know? Did you tell him?
Well, I didn't have any information for Mr. Saunders to let him know what's going on, but when Rissa came out of her coma.
Isn't that something? The man who was supposedly so persistent, Mr. Saunders, the one who sent the life-altering message, didn't even show up to the hospital when Norissa was in a coma. He claimed to be her father, desperate to find her, but when she might be on her deathbed, he is nowhere to be found? The hypocrisy is just incredible. Some devoted father he turned out to be.
Are they the only two possibilities?
Yes, Your Honor, yes.
There are no other men out there that could say, I'm her biological father as well.
No, Your Honor, they're only two.
Here we go, folks. This is the moment of truth. Judge Lake has the envelope. Look at their faces. Norissa looks like she's about to break. Mr. Johnson is holding his breath, a lifetime of doubt hanging in the balance. Even the mother looks terrified, probably because her entire web of cooked-up lies is about to be exposed for good. The tension in this courtroom is absolutely electric right now.
In the case of Moffitt versus Johnson, when it comes to 28-year-old Norissa Moffitt, Mr. Johnson, you are her father.
Yes, oh my God.
Ms. Alston, you've come to court to prove to the defendant, Mr. Holmes, whom you first met at the age of 15, that you are his biological daughter.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, buckle up, people. Lauren Lake's Paternity Court is serving up some serious drama today. We've got Ms. Alston absolutely convinced Mr. Holmes is her dad. But wait for it. Mr. Holmes is like, nope, not me. It's David Alston, the guy on the birth certificate. Seriously? The stage is set for pure chaos. This should be lots of fun for everyone involved.
Because Miss Alston's mother, back in the day, she was like fast. And because I met her at the school bus stop, she was in high school. And 2 days later after I met her, I had sex with her. I called her again a couple days later, asked her to come back.
Mr. Holmes just dropped a bombshell. He claims Ms. Alston's mother was, and I quote, fast, and it was just a booty call, twice. Is that his big defense for denying paternity? A booty call from decades ago? Oh, the audacity. This man is already trying to paint a picture, and it's not exactly a masterpiece of responsibility, is it?
Me and my father. The reason why I kind of like accepted her in, because I know how it feels to not have a father. But I kind of like don't believe that she's mine. This woman here was my mother and my father. So I'm the type that I know where she's coming from.
Get this, Mr. Holmes says he accepted Ms. Alston because he knows how it feels not to have a father. Oh, very noble, mister. Yet, in the same breath, he's still denying he is her father. Make it make sense. And now his mother, Ms. Peterson, is here. Is she going to clear things up or just add another layer to this confusing family saga?
And state your name.
Jenny Peterson.
Miss Peterson, you are Mr.
Holmes' mother.
Mother. What do you have to add to this situation? What do you know about what's going on here?
Up steps Mr. Holmes' witness, his mom. Grandma comes to the podium and says the mom came to her and informed her that Ms. Alston was Mr. Holmes' child, and so she rolled with it because nobody told Grandma anything about another potential father. But Mr. Holmes isn't having it. He says that for all of his 7 other kids, he used to know about them a few months after their births, but with Ms. Alston, he had to wait 15 years. Look, everybody, Father of the Year smells fishy business.
Ms. Alston, I have to ask you, do you have any inkling as to why your mother said one man was your father, then another man?
No,
did she ever give you a reason?
She never did.
Judge Lake is pressing Ms. Alston. Why would her mother lie about who her father is for all these years? And Ms. Alston's response? She has absolutely no idea. Isn't that something? We're digging deeper into this mystery, and frankly, the mother's motives are becoming the million-dollar question here. What was she thinking, playing with lives like this? Seriously.
Thank you for joining us today. I'd like to have you explain to the court. She says she was told for the first 15 years of her life that you were her biological father, and then all of a sudden she was given another name. What do you know about this?
15 years ago.
Whoa, they just brought in Mr. Alston, the man on the birth certificate, and the look on his face, pure, unadulterated shock. Can you imagine? You think you're a dad for 15 years, paying child support, and then bam, you're suddenly in court finding out your daughter thinks someone else is her father. This is peak absurdity, everyone. My mind is completely blown.
When I get these phone calls, it's all about money. Money, 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 money. If I ain't got the money, I get disrespect. I got my other 3 kids now, my other 2 kids. Never disrespected me. Never treated me like that. If she called me up, first thing she say, "Now how you doing, Daddy? I need some money."
Oh, here we go. Mr. Alston, the birth certificate dad, is firing back. He's saying Ms. Alston only called him for money, not for a real father-daughter connection. And naturally, Ms. Alston insists it's all about wanting love and care. Money versus love, the classic courtroom drama. Who is telling the truth here? This tangled web just keeps getting messier by the second, doesn't it?
Did you let me move in? Did you help me find a roof?
There's no
At that time, I was a parent myself, so I did not.
For 15 years, you thought that was your father. Why you asked me 2010 and you think that was your father?
Well, that's a good question.
16 years ago.
And at that time, like I said, I was still trying to build a relationship with him because I'm very doubtful that Mr. Holmes is my father.
Ms. Alston is now doubting Mr. Holmes. The man she claims was more of a father figure than Mr. Alston is her father, and that's why she still needed financial assistance from Mr. Alston. But poor Mr. Alston is bamboozled and asks that if she thought the other guy was her father, why bother him at all? Which is a valid question. Seems no one in this family can just be straightforward for once. This is absolute foolishness, and someone needs to get their story straight. Unbelievable.
It shouldn't even matter if you know deep down in your heart, man. You should never. That's why I feel the way I feel, man. You a claimer, but yeah, you don't want to have nothing to do with it.
Alright everyone, Judge Lake has the envelope, and it's time for the big reveal for Mr. Holmes. This entire case has been a roller coaster, and the mom who created this mess didn't even bother to show up. Ms. Alston looks like she's about to cry, and Mr. Holmes is trying to keep his cool. Is he the father or not? The anticipation is absolutely staggering. This is what we've all been waiting for.
Mr. Alston, you are not Miss Alston's
Get
father.
Why she do that?
Lord have mercy. Oh my God.
Ms. Ware, you claim that after one night of passion with the defendant, you ended up pregnant, but he is now denying paternity of your 3-year-old son, Ayante.
Alright people, buckle up. So Ms. Weir here claims one passionate night with Mr. Wilson resulted in her son. But hold on, Mr. Wilson fires back, saying he absolutely used protection and there is simply no way he's the father. One night, 2 completely different stories. Can this be happening? This is already shaping up to be a wild ride, everyone. We are just getting started here.
8 years ago, just, passing through the city. I was going to hair school at the time, and, I would see him on my way to hair school. We would hang out with each other, potluck, he cooked something, I cooked something, bring it over to his house, or he come over to my house, long talks, this is my gay best friend,
Oh, your gay best friend?
Yeah.
Hold on, did she just say, this is my gay best friend? Are we all hearing this correctly? Her gay best friend is the man she's accusing? The man himself looks utterly bewildered. Folks, I am speechless. The audacity, the sheer drama of it all. What is actually happening in this courtroom? This is beyond belief. Is this real life or a script?
And
when you do your neck like that, that means you up to something. Okay, that's why you said it. Uh-huh.
Yes,
okay,
ma'am.
go ahead and
Yes,
be
ma'am.
honest. That's why we're here.
So Ms. Weir, our hero of the hour, admits she made the move on her gay best friend. She invited him for a cozy night, and because he didn't push her away, that was her green light? Seriously? That's the logic we're working with today? Make it make sense. The confidence is almost admirable, if it wasn't so completely baffling. What a strategy, truly next level thinking there.
When did you start even liking him?
Oh, I liked him from day one.
Oh!
I did. I'm confident about myself. He might think he's gay or whatever. That's why I'm thinking to myself, he think he's gay.
Ms. Wilson, confident about herself and in her ability to turn gay men straight, apparently planned this entire scenario from the beginning. So after she got him drunk, she made her move, he didn't push her away. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was her cue that consent was given and that she could go down with her gay best friend. Wild stuff, this.
Were you thinking this was just like another fun thing, another potluck?
Yes, Your Honor. I just thought we were just gonna be chilling, like we always do. Watch TV, drink, just do what we normally do. She kind of seduced me, we started drinking, I got intoxicated. One thing led to another.
And now Mr. Wilson claims she seduced him after getting him intoxicated. He says she started feeling up on him, and then, wait for it, it went from oral to, well, you heard him. Oh, the poor innocent man, led astray by his supposedly platonic friend. The drama, the accusations. This is pure television gold, people. Can you even imagine this scenario? It's too much.
Yes, ma'am, I was.
Were you sexually active with the other men?
Yes, ma'am, I was.
Were you using protection with those men?
Some I was.
Some?
Wow.
How many other men?
A lot of them, Your Honor. She don't even know.
How many? Say it loud and proud. You said you're a confident woman.
3.
The plot thickens, everyone. Judge Lake asks how many other men, and Ms. Weir casually says 3. 3 other potential fathers already tested, and in Mr. Wilson's opinion, a lot of them. So, are we talking a small village here? Are we talking about a paternity test or paternity lottery? The number is staggering. My mind is completely blown. How do you even let this happen?
You saying you can't be the father, but she's had the DNA test with the 2 other men,
Yes, sir.
and they've been determined to not be the child's biological father.
Mr. Wilson is standing firm, people. He is not the father, and he doesn't care what Ms. Weir has to say. You can hear the conviction in his voice. He's absolutely certain. Meanwhile, Ms. Weir is trying to interject, but he's not having any of it. The determination versus the desperation. This is getting more intense by the second. Who is telling the truth here? Incredible.
This is gonna be the 4th, and you sleeping with all of these men unprotected. Do you feel like, Mr. Wilson, you know for certain that there were more men besides the 3?
Yes, Your Honor.
Judge Lake is laying down the law. She's pointing out that Ms. Weir has now mentioned 3 other men she's tested and was sleeping with them all unprotected. The irresponsibility is off the charts. This poor child, Ayanta, doesn't even ask about a dad. This is just sad, folks. Judge Lake is not holding back, and frankly, who can blame her? This is absolute foolishness on display.
All right, I believe I've heard enough. It's time for the results. Jerome? These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostic, and they read as follows.
Here we go, folks. The moment of truth is upon us. Judge Lake has the results. Everything is hanging by a thread now. She's reminding them about their friendship, but more importantly, that little Ayanta needs to know who his biological father is. This is it, the culmination of all this chaos. Can you feel the anticipation? My heart is pounding.
Mr. Wilson,
Yes, Your Honor.
you are not the father.
Thank you, Your Honor. You know, I'm sorry, and I don't want to be the bad guy or nothing. I love her.
Ms. Woods, you are a self-proclaimed cougar, and you say you never imagined you would be giving birth to your 12th child at the age of... You admit you did indeed have Mr. Baker's best friend, and so now you're not sure.
All right, people, let's dive right in. The woman is a self-proclaimed cougar, and this is her 12th child at 43 years old. 12th! And the guy she's with? He thought he found the woman of his dreams. But hold on, it gets better. He now believes his own best friend could be the father. This is already a spectacular train wreck in the making, and we are just getting started.
Will join us shortly. But first off, Mr. Baker, what is it about Ms. Woods that first attracted you to her?
I really was intrigued by her energy. She's like the life of the party. Her mind is what captured.
Whoa, he just called her a dirty dish rag. A dirty dish rag trying to wash clean dishes. The sheer audacity of that comparison is absolutely staggering. He went from dreaming about her to comparing her to used cleaning supplies. This is not just drama, folks. This is pure, unadulterated pettiness on full display. What an opening statement. I am mind blown by this level of disrespect. What a guy.
That's a strong statement. So you suspect that your best friend could also be the father?
When I first found out about the pregnancy, I was actually excited. I want to be a father. We went to the doctor. You know, he was giving me the dates of conception. In that month, we really wasn't fooling around with each other that much. But so I gave her the benefit of the doubt.
And here we go, the classic "my cousin called me" revelation. So, 8 months into the pregnancy, he gets a call delivering the news that she slept with his best friend, Jimmy. 8 months! He's been rubbing her feet and cooking for this woman, all while she was playing games with his best friend. The betrayal is off the charts. Seriously, can you imagine getting that phone call? The absolute devastation.
And guess what? She also admitted that she don't know if the...
What in the world? You sleep with his best friend?
I'm blaming it on the alcohol.
First in this courtroom.
Y'all not understand that, but the thing of it is we had a little too much, and everything is about being at my...
Of course, she's blaming it on the alcohol. Everyone, let's all pull out our blame it on the alcohol cards. Because having a little too much to drink is the universal excuse for betraying your partner with his best friend. What a move. It was her 40th birthday, so apparently all bets were off. This is some top-tier excuse making. Kudos to her for the complete lack of accountability.
A chart that I made.
Jerome.
This or something, y'all. Now, why are you showing you a chart like if I planned this? I didn't plan this.
I slept with her a day apart. One of us could be the father.
You've outlined in this calendar the dates of conception. Now, first off, you were intimate with Ms. Woods.
Wait, he even made a calendar. He actually created a visual aid, a chart of her intimate encounters, and presented it in court. This man is a different breed of prepared. He circled the dates of conception, intimacy with him, and intimacy with Jimmy, because they both were intimate with her literally a day apart. This is a full-blown PowerPoint presentation of betrayal. My mind is completely blown by this level of dedication.
I really came here and I really want to apologize to my best friend. We've been friends for like 10 years.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I just try to look out for him, make sure he, you know what I'm saying, watch out for him.
Bro?
Yeah, bro.
You was looking out for me.
Yeah, bro.
How was you looking out for me?
This is a slit bucket right here.
If you was looking out for me.
And the best friend enters the arena, the confrontation we've been waiting for. Steven is completely losing it, and Jimmy just stands there with a smirk. He screams, asking why Jimmy didn't tell him he was a potential father. A valid question. A real friend would have given him a heads up, but Jimmy was clearly operating on a different set of principles. The tension in this room is insane.
Does a best friend end up in bed sleeping with the best friend's girl?
I just had to let him know that.
Oh, wait a minute. So you're saying you did this purposefully so you could expose the fact that she would sleep around?
Kind of, sort of, but I didn't want like that. It was just like it kind of happened, but I really wanted to expose it.
This is just wild. Jimmy is now claiming he slept with her to expose her because she wasn't good for his friend. Make it make sense. So your brilliant plan to protect your best friend was to sleep with his girlfriend? The whitewashing is insane. The logic is so twisted. It's a pretzel. What is actually going through his mind?
Doing better
Why
than
are you trying to tie that man down
Doing
like
better
that?
than you, son.
All right, let's get some more. You didn't care for Miss Woods, or you didn't think she was your best friend at the time?
No.
So Jimmy, Mr. Baker's ex-best friend and knight in not-so-shining armor, says he is looking out for his friend. In fact, she has 11 kids and is trying to tie his friend with her 12th. He isn't the bad guy, Ms. Woods is. She's a terrible, terrible person, and he was merely experimenting to prove a point, but unfortunately, he didn't have the chance to tell his friend the results of said experiments. The gospel according to lying Jimmy, I guess.
If I am the father, I will step up.
I know he'll be a good father, young. He been there the whole 9 months, like
I don't want nothing to do with you,
He rubbed
though.
my feet. He was there. He took care of me. So I want him back. I mean, I just want us to be a family again.
Here we are, the moment of truth. 2 men, 1 woman, 1 baby, and 2 envelopes that will either ignite or extinguish this dumpster fire of a situation. Jimmy looks stressed, while Steven looks like he's about to have a full-blown meltdown. Janine is just hoping for the best, I suppose. Who is the father of baby number 12? The suspense is almost too much to handle, everyone.
Mr. Baker,
Responsibility.
you are not her father.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.